What the three principles are to me, Sid used to talk about divine mind, divine thought, and divine consciousness. And I feel that the more I understand the principles, the more divine mind, divine thought, and divine consciousness manifests or becomes a part of my life, or that I touch. And so it's interesting because the way that most people see the principles is, oh, my thoughts create my emotions, and this is how this works, and there's this energy that powers all of that, which is mind, and then consciousness brings my thoughts to life. And that's, for a lot of folks, that's like a revelation, It was for me when I first heard it. And then to hear that I'm connected to a kind of thinking that's beyond the brain and that's beyond my personal thought system, that's empowerment. That means that I don't need anyone but me to live my life, It's all in me. And somehow as we learn the more practical aspects of the principles, that, oh, if I have a negative thought, I'll have a negative emotion, we move back toward like a stillness of mind, which is the reflection of divine mind, divine thought, and divine consciousness. So there's a stillness within it's like the center of creation, and you get to be in that center a little more often, and not out in what's being created, which is where, I can be a lot of the time. It's just that now. There's only now. So I don't know if that helps. I was just reading an article about emotional resiliency training, and there's a lot out there about thought creating mood and thought creating depression, and if you change your thoughts, your emotions will change. And I know that's what we've been talking about for 30 years now with the principles, but there's an added dimension to the three principles for me, which is the spiritual dimension, that we are, there's something that's beyond all words. Even the principles, I could say mind, consciousness, and thought, and say that over and over again, be nowhere. But it's that feeling, the spiritual fullness, and the wisdom that emerges from within, that I think is unique to three principles in the field of psychology. That sort of all comes together in a package of the principles.